Hello there. Hi. How can I help you? Oh, sure, I can help you with that. Please have a seat. Okay, yeah, let's look into it. So a trip to Europe sometime next year, is that right? Are you looking for summer or winter? Summer? Okay, well, that's a good idea. It's always nice to visit a place for the first time, when the weather's good. Yeah, that way you're able to see everything you want to see without having bad weather affect, your mobility and your views and all of that. Absolutely. Alright, so where did you have in mind? Okay, well, we can discuss that and kind of clarify what you would like more. Are you just wanting flights there, or are you wanting like a tour or a cruise? Okay, yes. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. That's a great way to see a couple of different countries. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, I'll tell you what then. Let's have a look at our various cruise packages. And then once we've sort of like decided what we'd like to go with, then we can start looking at flights and all of those things. I think it's more crucial to figure out what cruise will suit your like what you're wanting to do, where you're wanting to go, any special things that you're wanting to do, like if you want to incorporate something of like the culture of a country, the various different things that you can add on to your trip. So yeah, I think it's important that we first see what you're interested in. Okay, great. Okay, let's then have a look. Just gonna grab just a cruise guide that we can look through together. So we're wanting to look at Europe. So there are quite a few in the Scandinavian area, otherwise we can go more to the rest of Europe. Okay, yeah, we'll just look broadly over Europe for now. So page 20. Well, actually, there might be a couple on mixed here. Okay, yeah, let's look at some Mediterranean. Okay, so are you wanting to go more to the south of Europe or more the northern countries, Scandinavian countries? Would you like to go to the more stereotypical touristy places? I don't mean that in a bad way at all. They're touristy places for a reason. Places like Paris, Rome, London. Okay. Well, let's have a look here. So we've got quite a few Mediterranean, which would be like with France and Italy and Spain. We've also got some going up to Germany, Denmark, Russia, Sweden. So it's kind of touching on a couple Scandinavian countries, but also places like Russia and Germany, so it's like a nice mix. Okay, how about, can you tell me if there was like one place you definitely want to go? Where would that be? Okay, great. Well, that helps us then, so we can then make sure that Italy is incorporated in some way or another. Yeah, that narrows it down. And obviously the cruises will be a variety of different lengths. So what were you wanting? Yeah, about 10 days. Okay, well that's a lovely time to go. It's just enough time for you to get really used to being on the ship, you know, really being able to relax, put your feet up and all of that, and get in the swing of the travel. But it's not so long that you start to feel homesick and all of that. Yeah, no, exactly. That's perfect. Alright, so then let's look. I've got this one with the Greek Isles and Italy. So it includes Mykonos. We've also got Dubrovnik from Croatia in this, and then we've got Florence, Rome, and Naples for Italy. So, yeah, so this was a 10-day one, and you start in Rome, and you then finish again in Rome. Yeah, so an option then is also to have, like, say, an extra day in Rome if you are specifically interested in Italy. That is an idea. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, so we did have a Scandinavian one, which was 9 days, and it included Denmark, Germany, Russia. Yes, we did mention this one, I think, yeah. But it doesn't have Italy, so we're going to leave that one out. That one's a 14-day. Then we have, this one has Venice, so it's Venice to Greece. So this is mostly concentrated in Greece, but you do start and end in Venice. So there you do have your little bit of Italy, but it is more Greek focused. Okay. Another option is this one, which has Spain, Italy, Greece, and Croatia. So this is an 11-day, which is a little bit longer than the other one, but it is it really has a little bit of everything. So if you're wanting to spend more time in a country's culture, really get a feel for the places, then perhaps the other cruise would be a bit better. But then if you're wanting to just get a little taste of each country, this is a good option. I think especially because it's your first time, this is perhaps a good option just so that you can, see each place individually. But let's quickly just have a look if there's anything else that we're interested in. Those are getting a little bit longer. I want to keep it. Okay. Yeah. So I think those are our options. Yeah. Okay. So it was between the one with, it goes, let me show you here. It goes from Rome to Montenegro, then Croatia, and then a couple of Greek islands there, and then you come back to Naples, Florence, and you end up in Rome again. So there's that one. And then here's the other one. Otherwise, the other one was this one here. You start in Barcelona, Spain. Then you go to Monaco and Monte Carlo, which has, like a more French feel. Then you have Florence, Italy, Rome, Italy, Naples, Italy, Sicily. Then we go on to a Greek island. Then we go to Montenegro, then Croatia, and then we end up in Venice, Italy. So this one's 11 days, but you are seeing Spain in there. You're seeing a little bit more of Italy. So yeah, they're slightly different. So this one will be a bit more pricey because it is the 11-day as opposed to the 10-day one. But yeah, it's just good to know what your options are. Okay. Yeah. Well, you're welcome. I can give you one of these to take home with you if you'd like to look over it. You don't have to make a decision now. I know, especially when it's your first time, it's really good to, think about what you'd like to do. And okay, no, well, if you're happy with it, that's no problem. I'm not gonna argue against that. We can get you booked for the 11-day, yeah. So I just wanna see. Okay, yeah. So that should be fine. We do have one available in the summertime, so you can choose. We've got either on the 20th of June up until the 1st of July, or else the 20th of July up until the 1st of August. So you can choose which you would prefer with that. That should be fine. So would you prefer to go in June or July? Okay, well, let me just make sure on the system that that's all fine. Just have a look here. So we're looking for the enchanting Mediterranean cruise. Okay. Okay, look at the July option. Okay. Sorry, our system's a bit slow at the moment. Okay, yes, it seems that we do have available. That's all fine. So the cruises are all inclusive. It's just if you're wanting to do special excursions, like day trips for wherever you dock, that then will be added to your bill. But other than that, it will just be the baseline price that I showed you here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so did we say July, was it? Okay, perfect. Let's just see there. Okay. Okay. I think you made the right choice. I think that's really gonna give you a nice overview of the Mediterranean, especially because you're interested in Italy. I think you'll really enjoy Spain and Greece and those other countries along your way. They all have a similar southern charm, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Great. Okay, well, I have it all sorted for that. We can then have a look at your flights. Is that alright? Great. Now, would you like a little bit of extra time on either side of your cruise? So let's just recap. You would be departing from Barcelona, Spain, and then you'll be arriving back in Venice, Italy. It's sometimes quite nice when the cruise starts and ends at a different place, because then you're always welcome to have an extra day in either of those places, and use that time to do a little bit of touring on your own if you are wanting extra time. It's up to you. Okay. Well, if you're choosing between Barcelona and Venice, I do think you have a lot more time in Italy along your cruise, so it maybe be better to spend extra time in Barcelona because it's the only place in Spain that you're going to. But of course you were especially interested in Italy, so I understand if then Venice would be preferable. Okay, well, yeah, then we can add an extra day in Barcelona, no problem, and then you'll have a little bit of extra time in Spain. Okay, perfect. So that means you'll be then flying on the 18th to arrive the 19th in Barcelona. Then your cruise starts on the 20th. Let me just jot this down. Otherwise I'm going to get confused with all the dates. So you want to leave on the 19th, leave on the 18th of July to arrive on the 19th of July, and then cruise starts on the 20th of July, and then cruise ends on the 1st of August, and so you will then be flying back the cruise actually ends the 31st of July. My apologies. The 31st of July, and then you will fly back on the 31st. And arrive back on 1st of August. How does that sound? Right? You sure you don't want to add a day in Venice or more time in Barcelona? No? Yeah, I understand. Leave is a problem. I wish that we could get more time off from work, but we've got to make that money. Alright, so I'm just gonna put this to the side here. Well, actually, I'm gonna give this to you so you can have a look over. Let me just lost the page now. Let me quickly just find the one. There we go. So I'm just gonna circle it so that you know exactly which one you have. You can read up all about it. There we go. And I'll give that to you so long. There you go. Okay. So we're gonna look up some flights. Let's see here. So we want to leave on the 18th of July and arrive back on the 1st of August. Okay, so I'm just gonna select those dates and see what we come up with. Okay. Right. they're pretty good flights. I just want to see. Usually with my with the system, it automatically gives you a discount when you're booking the flights as well as the cruise. You know, like a package deal. But I'm not seeing anything coming up at the moment. So at the moment we've got a flight for 13,000 rand, which is a bit more expensive than you should have to pay. So let me see if I can figure out why it's not coming up on the system. Okay. I think it's maybe just because it hasn't updated yet. Sometimes they change the packaging, the packages, and then it doesn't get updated on the system. So do you mind giving me a sec while I quickly call head office? Okay, thank you. I just want to figure out what's going on. Okay, great, thanks. Hi, is that Lindy? Great. This is Rose. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing well, thank you. I just wanted to ask you, I'm booking a cruise with flights to and from Europe, but I'm not seeing the discount for booking the flights along with the cruise. Yeah, you know that package we usually have. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that will solve it. Thank you. Okay, so I just go to at the Okay, no, that's perfect. I'll do that then. Thank you. Okay. Great. Say hi to Dave for me, alright? Okay. Bye. Thank you so much for waiting. Alright, got it sorted out. So then it gets reduced to around 9,000. So that's a great reduction. Yeah, it really helps when you book with the travel agent, because then you get these little perks, you know, booking a cruise and flights. You can get a nice little package for it. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let's see then. Okay, so we have a flight that goes from Joburg to Barcelona. It leaves at 8:20 and then it arrives at 7:35. So it's just around 11 hours. And it will be the same time zone in Barcelona at that time, because it's during the summertime. So yeah, you won't have a problem with losing daylight or anything like that. Does that sound fine for you? Okay, great. And then coming back, you'll leave at 10:30 from Venice and arrive back in Joburg at 9:30. Is that fine? Okay, so they're both overnight, which is quite a nice thing usually. So yeah, I think that will be good for us. How does that sound for you? Great. Perfect. So then I'll go ahead and get that booked. Okay. Right, so we've got the 2 flights and we've got the cruise. would you like me to book you a room for your extra night in Barcelona? Yeah, sure, I can have a look. Get you a hotel. So let's look. Barcelona. Would you prefer to be near the city centre? Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, especially because you're only there one night, you want to be able to make the most out of your stay. Definitely. Okay. Are you happy with this 3-star hotel? Are you? Okay, great. There's a fairly good one. Let's just see if it's available. I've had some clients stay there before and be very happy. Yes, it is available that night. Perfect. Yeah, it's very affordable, but comfortable living, so you have no problem with that, and you'll get breakfast included. Okay, can I book that for you then? Great, I'll do that. So that is the night of the 18th of July. Okay, hotel. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, now what I'll need for you then to process all of this will be your South African passport, and then also your passport or your visa in order to travel in Europe. Okay, just South African. Okay, perfect. Let's have a look here. Okay, good. And you have a British passport? No problem. Okay, great. Okay, perfect. So I'll just then input your details. So, okay. So we've got so we've got surname, name, nationality, date of birth, okay, and just your ID number. Okay, and your gender, that's fine, and expiry date. Okay. Perfect. Okay. That's all fine. I'm just gonna get your passport number here. Okay, great. Is it alright if I make copies of this? Oh, I forgot. Your passport number. Okay, great. Is it alright if I make copies of these? Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna make copies of these, and I'm gonna print out your information, right? Yeah, all the information for your cruise and your flights, everything. Great. Okay, I'll be back in about 2 minutes. All right. Perfect. Just set that to print. Okay. Great. See you in a bit. All right. There you are. Passports, you can take that back. So yeah, this is just a booklet that you can use use to keep all your travel documents. So I've just got your tickets over there for your flights. I have your travel itinerary here as well. I'll pop that in there as well. And what else do you need from me? I can give you my card in case you have any queries or anything. Okay, perfect. Let's grab those. Put it in here for you. There you go. I also have a couple goodies that you can use just to make your travel experience better. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, so I've got a little cover for one of your passports, a little what's this called, a label for your case, and then I've got a SIM card for you for Europe that you can use. It's a pleasure. Let me just put that in there. And there we go. So that is your package there. Okay. So I think everything is fine. I just need your email address. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so we'll then send your account to your email address and you can take care of that then. But otherwise I think that's all from our side. Is there anything else you needed help with? Okay, great. Well, I'm so glad I could help you. Oh no, it was my absolute pleasure, really. Okay, well, you have my card if you need anything else. Yeah, no, anything really. If you need to change anything or you need advice, yeah, anything. But if I don't see you before your trip, I hope that you have the most amazing time. Great. Take lots of pictures, alright? Okay. Well, have a good rest of your day, alright? Thank you.